Blessings, beautiful people. Welcome. Thank you for joining me in another video. Before I get into the juicy part of this video, I'd like to say a huge thank you to all my new subscribers and everyone who's taken the time to watch the videos and to leave a comment below. I really appreciate and I feel blessed to be able to share and also to hear from you guys. This video is going to be slightly different from maybe some of the other videos that were focused on products and locking and that sort of thing, because it dives in much more deeper into a holistic tool that everyone can use. And I know people who are completely new to meditation or yoga might feel a bit overwhelmed because the amount of information on yoga and meditation these days is just so much. There's just so many different types of yoga, so many different types of meditation techniques. Even I find it overwhelming as a yoga teacher and as a meditation teacher. So it is something that has become very popular in the last couple of years, and I love that. I love that more and more people are exploring holistic health in their lifestyle. Now, how does this incorporate into the natural hair journey? That's a very good question to ask, and why do I even want to include this on this channel? Apart from me being very passionate about holistic health and how practical tools can transform our lives, I'm also a big believer that every experience we have, we can use in meditation. So meditation is not just about relaxation. It can be used for many, many different areas of our life, including our natural hair journey. And it has also been something that has been part of my locking experience. Some of you might know that my second set of locks, I actually started it on the same week as I started the Kundalini yoga teacher training. So for me, locks, natural hair, natural lifestyle are all kind of intertwined together. And meditation has helped me in so many different ways, specifically for the locking and natural hair journey. So I want to share why it might be a wonderful tool and how it can be related. So the first thing is definitely meditation can teach you patience. And we all know that if you're going to or want to have locks for the long term, and you want to go through all the different stages of experiencing the lock journey, you're going to need a lot of patience. This is something that doesn't come easy, especially for me. It didn't, and it still doesn't come easy. But meditation just helps you generally to be more patient. So this is one way I found meditation has helped and can connect with the locking journey. The second is it can help you really bring awareness to any doubts and fears that come up. A lot of people who go through the locking journey, especially during the teenage stage where locks are doing their own thing, and maybe we're also transitioning in how we see ourselves and how we see natural beauty or beauty in general in society and the different standards, etc. A lot of people find this challenging, so meditation can help you really take time out to look at your fears, to bring awareness to your thought patterns that are coming up. And when you have awareness as the main foundation, you can use that as a tool to change your belief system. And this is for all areas of life, and this can also be used for the locking experience, especially when you're going through challenging times and you're feeling like your confidence has been hit, or maybe someone has made a comment about your locking journey that wasn't positive and you feel it's triggered you in any way. Those type of things, all these fears and doubts, we all have it in different areas of our lives, and when we're being challenged in a locking experience or a natural hair experience, meditation can really help you to bring awareness to it. The third thing I would say is that it's a tool for self-love, radical self-love. So radical self-love is really about, well, for me, when I think about these words, it's about holding space. It's about making time and holding space for yourself in whatever way that feels right for you. Many people think that meditation is literally what I'm doing now, which is sitting down, cross-legged, maybe closing my eyes and focusing on my breath. Meditation can be that, but it can be other ways as well. For example, there are movement meditations where you can do meditation while moving. So there's a lot of dance or movement with the body. That's pretty much a lot of aspects of yoga come into play with this. Even things like creativity can be a meditation in itself. So if you're a creative person, you can hold space to do whatever feels creative to you, whether that's writing, art, expression in any way that feels good for you. So radical self-love is something that I firmly believe is the foundation of meditation. It's giving you that time, even if it's just 3 minutes a day, to do something, to hold space, to connect with something that makes you feel good. And when it comes to the locking or natural hair journey, sometimes when we're feeling low about ourselves, we're not really enjoying the journey as much as we feel we should do. This is something that can really redirect our energy into a much more positive thing. So it's a way of taking all that kind of raw, challenging energy and putting it into something that makes us feel good, that makes us feel connected, that makes us feel that we can really move forward in a much more loving, self-loving way. The next thing is it has many physical benefits. So it's not just about the mental side or the spiritual side, it's also great for the body. When we're going through our natural hair journey and we're learning about our body, we can also benefit from doing meditation in many different forms to connect with our body on a much more deeper level. These days we all tend to be more in our mind. We tend to be more in the future or in the past. We're never really as much in the present moment as maybe we used to in the past. This could be because of technology, such as social media. This can be for many, many reasons. Maybe we just lead a much more busier lifestyle. But meditation will just help you come back down into the present moment, into your body, connecting with your breath in a deeper way, just allowing you to be more present with your journey. And in terms of the natural hair journey, or if you're going through the locking experience, this can probably also lead on to you enjoying the stage of your journey, your natural hair journey right now. So for example, if you're starting off your locking journey and you're right in the very beginning and you have baby locks, I remember in the beginning of both my lock journeys, I would look ahead all the time. I would be looking ahead to the future, how I want my locks to look like, how I want them, the length that I want them to be, etc., etc. I'd be projecting a lot into the future. And I remember specifically with my first set of locks, I feel like I didn't enjoy my journey as much getting to the place where I was actually at the mature stage of my locking journey because I wasn't enjoying each stage fully. And the second time around, especially as I was doing Kundalini Yoga teacher training and I had that space to do meditation, even if it was just in a class with other people and not at home, sometimes because of other things and leading a busy lifestyle, I just noticed that I enjoyed each stage much more. I wasn't in resistance of each stage. So the last inspiration tip I'd like to share is that meditation can really help you in how you react to circumstances and situations. Sometimes when we're going through changes, especially during the natural hair journey, we don't always experience positive reactions from people. And the funny thing is, most of the time it can actually come from the people closest to us who don't really understand why we're doing what we're doing. This can be for any change, but for many people, going natural or starting locks is a big change for other people around them. I know definitely few instances in my own personal journey when I was going through locks, I did have negative experiences from other people. But meditation helps you to not only take a step back from the situation, but also not to react or to engage so much in that situation. So to understand that that's their experience and that's their responsibility, and you can only take responsibility for what you bring into that certain situation or that certain experience. Connection is such an important part of being a human, having a human experience. And meditation can sometimes bring awareness to what makes you feel good? What kind of interactions and connections makes you feel good? Not just with people, but with places and with goals and ideas and inspirations. It brings awareness to the things that creates those positive connections in your life, and also to the things that you need to create more boundaries with. Which brings also the aspect of communication. When you're clearer about your boundaries, clearer about what makes you feel good, when you're clearer about the interactions that you have around you, you can also communicate much more clearer. And meditation brings awareness, especially when you're meditating over a challenging situation and how you're feeling. You can then come back to the situation in a much more positive way, and also be much more clear about what you're feeling in a much more progressive way, in a much more less reactive way, and in a much more productive way that maybe everyone can experience. So these are very general positive things that I found with meditation in my own life, especially going through any changes, and that includes the locking journey and the natural hair journey as well. I can make more videos if you like about specific meditations, and I've actually made a video on YouTube with a guided meditation for the natural hair journey. So I'll put a link above, so just check the link above or below, and feel free to try this completely free audio meditation. I also have an ebook coming out, and the links are below in the description box, and this will include an audio meditation and plenty of holistic tips for the natural hair experience, the locking experience, and specifically for the freeform locking experience, which I'm really excited to share with you. So thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I will be back very soon with more tips, and maybe more specific tips on meditation as well. Thanks for watching. Sat Nam.